Here's how I make $200 per day passively with YouTube. Now, I'll just show you here this chart. So July, $6,081 of earnings, and that averages out to about $200 per day. Now you can see basically consistently grown over the last few months with very little work put into it. And I'm going to explain about the system that we kind of follow to generate this kind of passive money. So unlike most people who do YouTube automation, we don't aim to make viral videos. Instead, we follow a strategy where we make search-based content, basically answering the questions that people are putting into the YouTube and Google search bar. Now, the reason that we prefer this model over the traditional automation is that we don't need to, spend a lot of time and effort learning editing, creating thumbnails, ideation, scripting. We don't have to, be really good at that. All we need to do is simply figure out what people are searching for and then make a video answering the question they're searching for. Now, this comes in a lot of forms, but we primarily do this through tutorials. And, most people understand or have watched a YouTube tutorial in their life. So if you've had a question, it could be about a video game, it could be about social media. Maybe you've tried to set up a Shopify store and you've asked a question. Often you'll go ahead and ask in Google, or if you want a visual guide, you'll ask in YouTube. And the way that it works is when you type this question into YouTube and you click on a video, obviously you watch an ad. The person who has made that video gets paid for you watching that ad. And there's a lot of money to be made in this niche. So I'll break it down a little bit for you. Now, the first problem that we encountered with this business model was that we didn't have a way to reliably and consistently generate the ideas and the topics that people are searching for. So to begin with, there was a lot of manual research, having to look at things like blogs, having to use Google Autosuggest, things like Reddit, just to see what people are actually searching for. And so what we did was we built out a tool, and the tool essentially finds us all of the keywords and search terms for a specific software, so we know exactly how much volume each topic gets. And because we know the volume, we can estimate pretty accurately how much we're going to get paid for that video. And that allows us to determine if the video is worth making. So this is a custom dashboard that we've built. And so, for example, if I show you the list of keywords we generated for PayPal, this shows us everything that people are searching for on PayPal. So there's a huge range of topics here. You're going to see, how do I create an account, how to buy Bitcoin on PayPal, how to receive money on PayPal, how to accept donations. There's actually, you can see here, if we go to the how-tos, there's 1,610 unique keywords for PayPal that are going to make us a substantial amount of money. So you can see here we have a views per year, and this basically tells us how many views or how many searches each of these gets. And so essentially we know, okay, let's say this one, how to find your PayPal account number on PayPal website. We know per year, this is getting 66,000 searches. And so if we post a video about it and we rank for it properly, we're going to get around 66,000 views per year. If you take the average RPM of something like PayPal, it'll be between $10 and $20. So for this one video here, we can make, $600 to $1,200 for this video. And so the thing that's good about it is that this specific video here, how to find your PayPal account number on PayPal website, it's not complex. We don't have to do any crazy editing. We don't have to do any crazy scripting, any crazy thumbnail. We just need to simply show people how to do this thing. And if we can teach them in a way that's easy to understand, they're going to watch our video, so they're going to watch it the whole way through. And that means we're going to rank, meaning that we'll show up first. And that means we're going to get paid consistently from this one topic. And so the general strategy that we follow is that we generate all of these different keywords, all these different titles, and we basically produce them super high quality for a super affordable price and very consistently. And by doing this, we build up a huge catalog of videos that each of them pays a small amount each month. We're not going to be making $10,000 per video. We might make a couple $100 per video. And by doing that and having a huge catalog, the numbers add up, so you get a really nice big figure overall. And so if I just show you like this channel here, we've been growing this for a little while now. It's on $27,000. And it's basically, we haven't uploaded on this in a few months now. So it's kind of consistently generating money. If I go over to the views, you're going to see like in this period here, we're posting videos and they're ranking. And then once we start posting videos properly around here, you know, the traffic, the growth slows down because, you know, there's no more videos being uploaded, but it doesn't dip off. It just kind of consistently stays the same and generates a nice stream of income every single month, consistently and passively, which is really awesome. And one of the reasons I really love this business model as opposed to like browse YouTube, the traditional method that people do, is that, you know, you always have to be on the kind of hamster wheel, always have to be producing content. Otherwise your channel is going to take a steep drop off. Whereas this is kind of like a, you know, a 4-month grind of just producing these videos consistently. And then once you've got the big catalog of videos, it's just going to consistently generate a nice stream of income and a nice stream of views. And so now your next question is potentially, how do we actually make these videos? So to begin with, we actually made the videos ourselves. We would just screen record our screen and we would have a microphone, sometimes have a camera, and we would just record the videos ourselves. And while this makes money, it's definitely a good way of doing it, there's a few constraints with that. Number one, obviously, it takes a lot of time. And unless you have a lot of time to put into it, you're not going to be producing that big amount of volume. You can still make money with this, but if you want to start hitting these, you know, $200, $300, $400 days or whatever, you need to put out some substantial volume of videos. And so that's the first thing. So what we did was we switched over to hiring people overseas to make the videos for us. But another roadblock we had was that, number one, their English wasn't the best. And that just meant the kind of quality was quite low. And it also meant that, you know, them having to record the videos themselves every single day is very tiring. It's very tiring to record these videos yourself. So what we decided to do was, you know, build a process, an AI hybrid approach to this. And it essentially means that the output is very, very high. One employee can make around 40 of these search-based videos every single day. And it only costs around $1 in total to make a video. That includes everything. So the employee costs, any AI costs, literally everything is going to come out to $1 per. And so once we kind of figured out how to produce the high quality content at scale with those kind of prices, the game changed for us. It meant that we could just go ahead onto this keyword tool we have here. We could generate the keywords and we just assign them to the employee. And every single day they go ahead, make their videos, and it automatically gets uploaded because they have an uploading team, a thumbnail team, whatever. And yeah, what I'll show you is I'll show you a little bit about the team structure we have. So our production software originally started as a Discord bot just because that's all we needed. And then we eventually built it out into like a full production tool where we could, you know, add our employees and just kind of streamline the process a little bit so it's more user-friendly for our employees and us to use. And so here is just like a little insight into our kind of back-end operations. We have our team Discord server here. We just manage all of our teams here. We have one manager in charge of the full team. So we have one manager and then we have 9 employees. I think 7 of those make videos full-time and 2 of those make thumbnails and upload the videos. And so yeah, like it might sound simple what we do, but kind of building out this whole business and getting it to this point where it makes, you know, $10, $15, $20,000 per month has been a long process. It's been a few years in the making. It's been a lot of trial and error, a lot of testing, a lot of figuring out how to actually like standardize the processes, make them efficient. You can see there's like our Miro board where we put all our ideation, figuring out all our workflows. And yeah, basically a lot of work has gone into the business to get to this point. So, you know, it's not like a, you know, we just started it and got to this money straight away. It really was a long process and a lot of work's gone into it. And so yeah, this is the business model that we primarily focus on now. We just make these search-based content videos and we're just building these huge catalogs on different channels. And it just gives us passive money each month. And so, you know, we find the niches, we find the software within the niches, we generate the keywords with the tool, we assign the keywords to the team, they use the production software to make the videos get made, the thumbnail and upload guys put on the channels, we wait, and we just cycle through that process and it kind of compounds nicely over time. But yeah, I hope you found this video useful. People make YouTube automation, especially browse, seem super easy. You know, oh, just pick a niche, just do this, do that, and you're going to make 100K a month. In reality, it's not like that. There is a lot of work that actually goes into it to build out those processes. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. We have a free Telegram where we kind of talk about YouTube search automation. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.